Man, welcome back to another episode of the Think Successfully Room. This is a platform where we focus on building mindsets, we building character, bringing value to both you and your people, and aligning your body with your intelligence. I'm your host, QB So Effing Amazing, and this is my guy, Blaqamore. Man, it's together, man. We gonna sit here and give y'all what y'all need, man, to get y'all body in order, man. How you feeling, brother?
Well, all right, man. I'm doing good. How about
Man,
yourself?
man, I can't complain, man. It's always good seeing you as always, bro. And
hmm
man, these conversations, man, is before I get into the article, these conversations is always needed, especially this one in particular is talking about exercising, right? So there's a recent article that I had sent you that stated that exercise is just as effective as an antidepressant medication that the hospitals would normally prescribe for depression.
hmm
So there's research that shows this on how it's just as effective. So when it comes to exercising, man, is this something that you use as medication when you feeling, let's say you are in a mood of depression or maybe sadness? Do you use exercise as medication to help escape those?
Yeah, I mean, I would go as far as to say that the exercise is the only medication,
Yeah,
as opposed to the antidepressants they use, which I would call pharmaceuticals. Maybe that's a whole nother conversation. But
yeah,
to put yourself in a position to depend on something external, so you can have a normal state of being. You essentially to lease a feeling.
yeah, yeah.
Kind of crazy to me, as opposed
Never.
to go
My
ahead.
fault, man. I never understood how you can prescribe medication for something like depression. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like that's more of a mental state. Depression is more of a mental state. It's not like something with the. I mean, I'm against medication anyway, and obviously it's easier for them to prescribe medication, but they can't necessarily prescribe the movement aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? So if we look at, in the article they brought up, I think you pronounce it as Cochrane. Yeah, so there was a Cochrane collaboration. I hope I pronounced that right, but it's an independent network of researchers, scientists that has evaluated 73 randomized controlled trials that included, it says 5,000 people with depression, and a lot of them have tried antidepressant medication, and they during those studies they saw that the medication that the doctors prescribe and the therapies is just like you getting up going to the gym and exercising, right? So I want people to understand is that you don't have to be one of those guys that's in there for 2-3 hours putting in work, right? You can be in there for no as long as 25-30 minutes and still see a change in your mood, right? So, man, bro, how often do you try to get to the gym to stay in the best shape possible, or to stay in the best mood possible?
Well, like I say, movement is medicine, so I believe in trying to work out every day. Even though I don't even all the way go to the gym unless I'm just going with my girl. My girl loves to actually be at the gym.
Yeah.
I'm kind of, I don't know if it's old school or what you would call me, but I'm random. I like to just find a random pole and do some pull-ups on the side of the corner.
Yeah, that's
I'm one of
yeah,
them
yeah.
type niggas. But what you were saying, I want the audience to really highlight something. As you called those studies randomized controlled trials, that is a high quality study. Like there's different levels of studies. Some studies are more and should be taken more importantly than others.
Yeah.
In a RCT, a randomized controlled trial is a top tier quality of a type of study,
Mm,
right? And
okay.
and I want to add, I won't say that I don't believe in medicine. I just don't believe it as an end all be all. And if you're going to use it, it should be as leverage. Because I'm pretty sure there are some people who may feel so depressed, so crippling depressed, they really just can't think or move. And
Yeah.
maybe you need that first pill to give you that initial spark. When once you got that initial spark, take use that agency to now empower yourself and go to the gym or whatever you got to do so you don't have to depend on the medicine tomorrow or next week. Don't
Yeah.
stay there. Use it as an initiation to get to the next level.
Right, right. And with the depression, like I don't really know exactly how severe that shit can get, but I think we all done been in some form of a depressive a state of depression. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I just think we all have to have that drive, right? When we like, man, I don't feel like myself today. Let me get up and go take a walk. Let me get up and go to the gym. Just last week, maybe a couple weeks ago, man, I was in my thoughts a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Mainly because shit probably not going my way. I feel like I may be feeling like I'm doing a lot and they may not be seeing no results from it. You know what I'm saying? So I began to second question myself, and sometimes that put me in a state of depression. But my escape is getting outside. My escape is moving around and allowing those chemicals in the body to release and put me in a better mood, man. So I I kind of want to use this episode as more try to make it resourceful as far as like maybe providing advice on how they can, I guess, create a better habit and maybe
Mhm.
some tools that I use to help me. Because sometimes you may go to the gym and you don't know exactly what to do because you don't have a trainer present. You know what I'm saying? So now you just trying to find guidance for real. So I definitely want to make this episode more resourceful. So I wanna ask you, bro, like what habits do you have or what have you created that will pretty much give you the push that you need to get up and get the move?
Push-ups for breakfast.
Push okay.
Just push-ups for breakfast. I can't think of a better way to get in the mood real quick to wake yourself up. You won't
Mhm.
need coffee. At that point, coffee becomes optional. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, personally, like, I'm drinking coffee right now. Maybe my body's weird. Coffee don't work for me if I'm not real rested. I only like to drink coffee so then I can feel high. I imagine it's similar to cocaine. I never had cocaine, so I don't know. But I get, like, high off of coffee. To have coffee to make me feel normal don't work for me. So,
Right.
uh, push-ups for breakfast and a cold shower for at least 30 seconds or longer.
That's
I
tough.
found it to be impossible to be in a bad mood once you do these things, at least for a while.
Yeah. You know what's crazy, man? I came so I was at the chiropractor the other day. What's today? Sunday. This past Tuesday I was at a chiropractor. And normally when I go get an adjustment and they normally leave like these little booklets, right? And it's just a bunch of information on how you can better your body, different things, different exercises to try. Sometimes it will have certain recipes in there. And they brung up a cold tub that's set at like 45 degrees, and I can't remember the term that was used, but it's something about a cold tub that does something to the mind, that does something to the brain when you make it a habit. Now it's not supposed to be pleasant, but that's the whole idea of it. You know what I'm saying? And now it's getting to a point in time where the more and more you look into these things, the more and more you read up on these things, you will realize that all you need is you and a change of your habits as your medication. Of course, they not gonna tell you these things like, you know what, if you feeling depressed, maybe you should go work out. Maybe you should go take a cold shower. They not gonna tell you these things because now they not getting no money from these insurance companies. If they
Mhm.
tell you exactly how to handle it, so it's much easier for them to just
Much
prescribe
easier.
you an antidepressant medication.
It's easier and they have incentive. This is matter. I'm gonna tell the story of when I first started to distrust the shit. I
Hmm.
had went to the doctor for a checkup, and this was like my first time being grown and broke.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I only been an adult for like 3 years, maybe. Say now I'm
Yeah,
broke. This is a new feeling. So naturally, I feel a little sad and depressed.
yeah.
So the doctor like, yeah, have you ever felt depressed? Like, are you been feeling any sadness or depression lately? I said, yeah, life's hard. I'm broke. He's like, oh, okay. He was like, you want me to prescribe you something for that? I'm like, just prescribe me, nigga. You ain't ran no tests, no nothing. How you know I'm like really? If you give me like
Yeah.
$10,000, I'll be cured right now.
Yeah.
The shit ain't gonna do that for. So that just tripped me out. Like this nigga was gonna give me some medicine for depression. Like it's a mystery of why I feel depressed. I know exactly why I'm depressed. And once I
Yeah,
solve this problem, I'll no longer be depressed.
yeah, yeah. I never. That's what I'm saying, bro. I never understood that shit, how because you don't know what I'm depressed for. Like you
Yeah.
said, you don't know why I'm depressed, man. And for you to sit here and say, yeah, I can give you medication for that, man. That this can't be cured, man. Like, I mean, medication can't cure this. Like, when I'm feeling, there has to be a change in my life, man, for me to, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? There has to be some results in my life. And then, yeah, I'd be absolutely fine. Like how you said, like, yeah, yeah, I'm depressed, man. I'm broke. Yeah, you want yeah, you want me to give you some medication for that? Man, hey, man, you can get your ass out of here, man.
Nigga, this
These
medication
people,
I
man.
could resell or something? Like, what are you telling me?
Man, so I
Oh,
wanna
wait. Before
okay.
like, because some people may be listening, like, oh, well, y'all wasn't really depressed then. If there's don't worry about the I'm not
Yeah. Hold on,
really and fast and willing to diagnose you and put you on something.
yeah.
All right, I just had to get that off.
Yeah, my son, yeah, he done got up. We
Oh
gon'
shit, I
but yeah,
my
no,
bad. I'm
we
probably yelling what woke him up.
no, you good. I knew at some point he was gonna come in this room. But yeah, we're gonna finish chopping it up real quick. But man, I done seen depression get to a point to where people start cutting on themselves because of depression. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
really marking their body up. It get that bad. You know, I done had relatives like that get so depressed that they just start chopping on themselves and starving themselves because they may feel like they too fat, they too it be this bad. Right. So man, a method I got for people, man, is sometimes I know for me, when I wanted to get in the habit of going to work out, going to take a walk and just get the movement, I had to do it early in the morning, right? Because I understood that later in the day, more distractions began to present itself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Especially when more responsibilities came. So I knew that, you know, I had a better chance of getting up in the morning, going to the gym where there's less distractions compared to me trying to go to the gym at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's just not going, if I wait that long, I'm just not going to go. Right. So
Yeah.
I had to condition my body to get up at an early time where there was less distractions in the morning. And then now I have all the opportunity all the time to go to the gym and go ahead and get it out the way. So as long as you can find a method to
Mm-hmm.
where you condition, if you're not a morning person, as long as you can find a way to condition your body to get up in the morning where there's less distractions in the day, make that, you know what I'm saying, make that a start to get up, go take a walk or whatever, or maybe even go to the gym. Make it start right there.
Yeah. And I would say I'm a big believer in that cold shower thing. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how cold the water need to be and how long you need to be in there.
Yeah.
You can take your regular shower first with the warm water and all of that, and then before you get out, you make the water cold. You can just turn it up
Hmm.
nice and slow. Keep turning and turning, and then when you don't have a choice but to go, whoo, you've been there long enough.
Man, you know, I'm gonna go try one of them cold not a shower, but like the tub. I found a place in the area where they allow you to, it's like a spot where they allow you to come immerse yourself uh in one of them cold tubs. And I think theirs was set at like 40, 45 degrees or something like that. But I'm actually document that, man. I'm gonna document that and I want to speak on exactly how it makes me feel at the moment. You know what I'm saying? As long as I can get my voice together and my shit ain't trembling and shit trying to, but I think the goal is to sit in there for about 15 to 20 minutes, I think.
Yeah, see, and I
Um
don't even do that long, so it probably is better that long. I don't even
yeah.
do that long. I just do it till I go, whoo.
Hey,
It,
that
no, it was a study that showed. I didn't look deep into the study, but there's a study that showed like it produces the same amount of dopamine as once again the drug cocaine
yeah,
from a
oh, you
cold
talking about
shower.
the cold from a cold shot. You know
Yeah,
what? That I mean that wouldn't be a bad idea either though. Instead of spending money to go pay for, you know what I'm saying, a tub where you sitting there, why not just
because
set
you're
it to
allowing your
cold?
body to produce it itself. Like, because I'm low key kind of obsessed with the idea of being able to produce whatever emotion you want at will, or being able to get high at will without drugs. Because I
Yeah.
think that's the whole point of life, is to get high, but just without the drugs. Because we
Yeah.
use drugs when we missing something. You know, if
Hmm.
you could figure out how to produce those states just from living your life, from the habits you do, whether it's connecting with someone, whether it was doing something hard and accomplishing it. To me, that's what life is all about. And I can almost guarantee you, if you're feeling some depression, it's because it's something lacking there. You're not feeling fulfilled.
Facts. That is a facts, man. That is a gem too, though. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that, man. Definitely. From experience, man. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I know exactly why I'm depressed, man. This is missing. And sometimes you may feeling depressed for something that you can't necessarily change. You might have lost somebody that's causing you to feel depressed. And, unfortunately, you can't change those things. But the best thing you can do is just change your lifestyle and keep your mind going to where you're not focusing on that as much.
Yeah.
Just stay moving. Stay moving.
Yeah.
Um,
And
man,
sometimes you might feel depressed and can't put your finger on why.
yeah,
And I find it interesting when we get into the etymology of the word medication and medicine. This is why I said earlier, there's a difference between pharmaceuticals and medicine. And
yeah,
I don't think it's a coincidence that there's a mantra called movement is medicine, which I 100% agree with. But medicine, when you look into the etymology of medication, eventually you stumble upon the word meditate as well. So those words are connected.
you can interchange. You just put some. I never thought about that, bro. Never thought about that, man. That's fire, man. I never thought about that shit. I'm finna jot that down after this, though.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I wanted to throw something in there, bro. So I'm not sure if you utilize apps or not. So it's an app that I use called Home Workout. So when I first started going to the gym, I didn't have no trainer or no shit like that. So it was hard for me to really understand what I needed to work out on. You know what I'm saying? Like the exercises, the different, I didn't know. So it was an app I came across called Home Workout. It's a red app with like a guy on the bench press or something like that. And what it is it uses AI technology to, let's say you go into the app, you create an account, you put in, your name, information, age, your weight, and then it's going to ask you exactly what do you want to accomplish. Do you want to work on upper body? Do you want to work on your midsection? Is it lower body? Do you want to work on full body? You know what I'm saying? So if you click on, let's say, full body, what it analyzes, the AI is going to take your information, analyze it, and it's going to put together a workout plan for you. And now you have a different list of exercises you can do on a particular day. You know what I'm saying? So instead of you paying for a trainer, you could pay $40 a year for this app and allow the AI to analyze your situation and then provide a workout plan for you. And so now you have that resource mixed with a habit that you have created in the morning. So now when you get up and you go to the gym, you know exactly what you need to work on because you have a plan right on your
Yep.
your cellular device.
And if you're so cheap that you don't even want to pay for the app that brother just talked about, just use your free prompts on Gemini or ChatGPT and tell them the same thing. They'll come up with something.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason why you can't figure. Duh. I mean, that's probably a whole nother episode. Using ChatGPT and Gemini, like I've been able to get out of solve situations I wouldn't have been able to solve before, just from using them on the
Yeah.
spot. So
Yeah.
excuses is done with.
That shit been over, man. Excuses, because now it's too many tools available, man, for you
Too
for
many.
you to have an excuse. Like if I hear an excuse, I'm just going to assume, okay, you comfortable with being like this. Like you complain about this and you complain about that, but at the same time, you comfortable. That's me feeling sorry for you. Oh man, I need to lose some weight. Oh, I'm feeling depressed, man. Listen, you ain't finna get no sympathy out of me, man. You better go figure out how to change that. Change it. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse.
We all have been there. Even
Yeah.
with you, bro. At one point, you lost 60 pounds in 60 days. You know what I'm saying? At that point, some click like, man, I'm tired of looking like this. I'm tired of feeling tired when like some clicked in your mind like, man, I
Yep.
need to figure this out and change my lifestyle. And you did it. Everybody have that willpower, man. So if you are sitting at home complaining, Listen, we in 2026, complaining is no longer valid. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to change your lifestyle, man, you first it start with your mindset, bro.
Yeah, and I always said I'm looked at as extreme when I say this. I believe an excuse is the worst thing you could possibly ever own.
Yeah.
I've seen HIV serve people better than an excuse. Look at Magic
Mm,
Johnson.
mm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People with excuse don't get nothing. Magic Johnson ended up with
Yeah.
$900 million. So I
Mm,
never own an excuse. You can't do nothing with it. Nothing. At least you can use
yeah.
HIV to help tell a story, make it interesting. Like, oh damn, you still survived or something. You can't do shit with an excuse. Nothing.
Yeah. And then it's gonna get to a point to where, we talking about, listen, you understood where you was at in life on this day. A year from now, a year or two or now, a year from now, 2 years from now, you begin to look back, man, I should have did that. But now your health then got worse. Now your depression have got worse. You know what I'm saying? So now it's even harder to snap out of that when you should have just started it when you first thought about it. When you first realized like some need to change in my life, that's when you should have started. I'm a big advocate on when I think of something, it's important for you to act on it immediately because everything has a expiration life, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
expiration date,
Yeah.
so if you think of an idea or if you come up with a solution, man, you act on it immediately because if not, you will never do it.
Yeah. What you just said, I believe that is the definition of power.
Yeah,
The,
absolutely.
as fast as execution and the idea, the less time there is between your idea and the execution of that idea, that is the
Hmm.
definition of power. Like that's why you go in the Bible when God said, "Let there be light," like boom, He's known as the all powerful. You know what I'm saying?
And speaking of that, we all got the light inside of us, right? It's
Hmm.
sin, but you have to pour within yourself and for that light to become visible.
Yeah,
We
you
all
got to
have we all got
meditate,
a spark. Exactly. Meditate,
meditate and
meditate.
medicate. The real medicate, not the
I was
pills.
just gonna say that. Real medication, man. That's real medication, man. And let that if then nothing else sink in this episode, think about that shit. How the hell you gonna prescribe something for me feeling depressed? That's something you can't cure. That changes with you.
Yeah.
You can't you
Like
can't you can't
why
cure
would
that.
your creator create you in a way that you can't function?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
kind of sense
exactly.
that wouldn't make like like if we was to believe whatever your religious belief says your creator believes is,
Mhm.
if he or she or they are this all intelligent being that created you, why would they create you to fuck up on purpose and fail with just no
Facts.
nothing?
Facts. And also we ain't none of us perfect. All of us have been like
All of us.
I know some people feel like, man, like why is this happening to me? Everybody isn't perfect. We all fail. We all come through at some point in life, we all hit a dead end and we got to figure our
Mhm.
shit out. And it puts us in a state of depression, right? But what helps most people escape that is they realize that a change has to happen. You know what I'm saying? Man, Blaqamore, before we close out, bro, is there anything you want to say, something resourceful that they can use that could possibly change their situation?
Two things. Number one, I want to remind my cold shower point. Just do it until you
Okay.
go, "Whoo," and you can't help it. I'm telling you, it's impossible to be in a bad mood after that. The bad mood may come
Yeah,
some minutes or hours later, but you have like a guaranteed few minutes of feeling great off after doing it.
absolutely. Yeah.
And also, just to, because I just know there's people who just strongly believe in medicine and probably pisses some people. That medicine only works because your body has the receptors for that thing in the first place. And your body wouldn't have those receptors if you couldn't produce it in your body to begin with. So you don't need
Hmm.
those pills. So every drug that we ever took can only feel like that because our body has the receptors for that feeling to take place in the first place, which means that our body can produce those same chemicals without those external ingredients.
Right, right. Absolutely. And I agree. And I agree, man. Man, listen, your body has always had the ability to heal itself. It's just like, man, what medication or what can I, in majority of the time, is lifestyle choices, just good lifestyle choices that allows your body to heal. That
Mm-hmm.
is really that simple. I know that's it. You know what I'm saying? So the exercise and the eating right, giving yourself time to think, reducing stress and things like that. Those choices in life will allow your body to ultimately heal itself, man. It's intelligent enough to do so. So man, I hope this episode serves y'all well. You know, we tried our best to include a lot of different resources as far as like ways to change your habits, different tools like the home workout tool if you feeling lost for whatever on exactly what you need to work out on. But I will say this is that focus on finding workouts that you enjoy. Like for me,
Yes.
for example,
Yes.
I don't like bench pressing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just don't do the bench pressing. But you give me a set of dumbbells, man, I'm finna go crazy. I'm going ham.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's find you workouts that you enjoy. And as long as you can find you workouts that you enjoy, then you will have more of a drive to do it because you like doing it. You know what I'm saying? So
That's 100%. I
um
100% agree with that. Yes.
yeah, so man, this
And there's
episode,
thousands
man,
of different exercises you could try. I don't want to hear. I don't like none of them. Now you can find a new one to
yeah,
try every day. You gonna like one
if
of them.
you if it's 1,000 exercises and you can't find one that you enjoy, that's kind of hard to believe. You gonna find something where you do it like, man, I like the feeling of that. So
Yeah.
next thing you know, man, let me figure out what else I like to do. And then now you have you have an entire routine that you can do of exercises that you enjoy doing. So now it's like, man, I like the feeling. I like the mood that put me in. I can't wait to go back to the gym tomorrow. And just think
Mhm.
about it. For the guys that like to sit on Netflix and Tubi and all that and waste 45 minutes watching the episode, that same 45 minutes you could have repositioned that in the gym,
Mhm.
exercising, putting yourself in a better mood. So now that you are in a better mood, now you have positioned yourself for the day to be able to be more productive.
And also,
Man, what
really fast, just really quick. Also, what you'll
mhm,
find when you go into the gym, you're gonna find a lot of them people in the gym, especially the ones who are in tip-top shape. You're gonna find out
mhm,
those was the ones who were suffering from depression. In the gym,
yeah,
pretty much saved them. And they're very helpful because I know the gym is intimidating. They think you're being judged. No, the gym is full of a lot of genuine people who probably been where you've been years ago and found their salvation through the gym. And they will not skip the gym for nothing. They could be broke, can't turn the lights on next month. They're gonna pay their gym membership because it means that much to them. Real shit.
yeah, and that's probably, and sometimes like them going to the gym is probably like, who knows, like if they are going through something, excuse me, if they are going through something financially, the gym is probably giving them away, is actually probably helping them think they shit out more as they're
Yes.
working out. They're probably coming up with a solution. While that's probably why they go to the gym, because it's hard for them to think just sitting just sitting and
Yeah.
then and allowing them to enter a depressive state of depression. So they go
Hmm.
to the gym knowing, okay, once my blood get the pumping, once my mind get to going, I will eventually figure out a solution to come up out of this. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So no, I agree with bro dude. Look, what bro just said, like, man, the gym is full of those people, So if you
Hmm.
even if you go to the gym, I wouldn't even go as far as asking them, like, man, you are like, what made you want to start coming to the gym? And you may hear some amazing stories just asking that simple
Yep.
question.
Yep.
And then that'll give you motivation. And who knows, it probably relates to your situation. And then now that gives you motivation to come to the gym. Not every day, if it ain't every day, but at least 4 or 5 times a week. You want to be in
Hmm.
the gym simply because of the story that you done heard.
Facts.
Um, man, y'all, like, man, this even for me, this was a very resourceful episode. As always, y'all, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Stay updated on new episodes that may drop. Or I ain't gonna say that may drop, but new episodes that drops. Um, And in the description, I'm gonna drop my brother Blaqamore link to his IG. Give him a follow. Give me a follow as well. And as long as we see support, y'all, we will continue to keep dropping these valuable episodes, this valuable content. And without that being said, y'all, life is good. Life is wonderful. Be blessed to be alive. Self-sufficiency is how you survive. To the kings and queens, to the guys and goddess, forever and always. Think successfully. It's sex.